everyone, this is Enric Solé, and I'm a serial entrepreneur who's been making startups in Europe and in the US. I've lived in many countries. I consider myself also a digital nomad. We are married, Natalia and I, since 11 years already, and we've been also living in many places together. We have 3 kids. One of the places that we lived was Silicon Valley, and we'll explain more about that because it inspired us a lot for this project.
And hello, this is Natalia, Juncosa. I'm an interior designer. I'm just working as interior designer and also now joined Circles, like founded Circles. And I'm aware about all the interior design, all the design concept we are offering, and every single detail to our members to be comfortable.
So Circles, we had the idea to build Circles when we were living in the United States, in Silicon Valley, and we got inspired by the hacker houses that Natalia worked in one, actually, and we saw that it was great value for everyone because founders and entrepreneurs help each other. And we said, when we go back to Barcelona, we have to build one of those. It's going to be good for Barcelona, bringing entrepreneurs, making a soft landing. So we bought a building, and then the pandemic came, and the remote working exploded. It was huge, and we said, this needs to be a global thing, not only in Barcelona. And that's when the real concept of Circles started, and we're trying to build this boutique co-living chain for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, actually, the inspiration came in Palo Alto when we were living there. So as Enric said, I was working for a hacker house, a kind of house with entrepreneurs living together. And then I made part from a company, like in a house. They were like 2 founders and 4 people working, and they were living in the same house. So I was living in my house, and then I went every day to work there. And then I start to feel the energy that you can share all together in one house, living together, not only going to a job office, like an office, then sharing different things like cooking, at some point we had some pre-scheduled, so we went to walk together or something like that. And then we saw the value of this, and having this spirit in different profiles and different people adding value. I think it's best part of Circles, So we decided to do it here in Barcelona because it was new. Everything in Palo Alto and Silicon Valley is like future, so everything comes first there and then come here. Yeah, I think the most important thing is like to join people, like to meet people, and so like-minded people, and so they can grow together and help each other.
Yeah, I can give a personal example there. While growing my startups, I was traveling a lot, and as I said, I started subsidiaries or businesses in many countries, and you spend a lot of time there. Sometimes if it's a short stay, you go to hotels, or if it's a longer stay, you go to an apartment, and you are alone. It's a solitary activity, being an entrepreneur who's growing a business. You keep traveling and being alone, you need to make a lot of administrative stuff, or you need to also make a lot of efforts to have a bit of social life when you're alone in the cities. And when we've now tested Circles here in Barcelona, we see and what we want to offer is these things that, at least in my case personally, I couldn't have when traveling. That you come to Circles, 5 minutes after coming, you're working, don't need to worry about everything else. It's all included, contracts, supplies, everything, and you're working, you're being productive. And then that same day, there's always a plan. There's always a plan with like-minded people who are having, their own challenges, but also want to have some fun, and you can hang out, you can cook together, you can eat together. And when you talk to them, they are also entrepreneurs. And this gives you a lot of feedback on your own business, or you can help them, they can help you, and it makes it just a much better experience. Well, I remember when alone somewhere, maybe I met someone, which was great, and spent some time with someone, but maybe I remember one time, right? It was an ex-military guy from the UK coming from Afghanistan. We had tons of good time, but I couldn't probably have shared the same challenges, no? It's just as an example. And this brings a lot of value to the community. That's what we're feeling here, that's the feedback we get. And that's why we're so convinced to make this not only in Barcelona, but to grow it, be the place for entrepreneurs that are traveling or are living nomadic way. No? We know now that a lot of people is digital nomads and are living everywhere. So that's why we want to build their house in many places. Sure. So look, we started in last year. In April is when we considered the house was good enough to start having some people, but we're just like tests, like even free to understand that everything was working well. And then May we decided, the house was a good fit for start having customers. And June, good thing in June is we were almost full already. So it was clear demand. And we had that first thing, why not accepting already? Because we do filter. Circles does interviews, people that want to come. It's a membership application. And we want to make sure that they are ready to be part of a community of other entrepreneurial people so that they all get the best out of it. So we do filter, and we've been growing since then. The house is fully ready since September. We've had almost 60,000 euros of turnover in last year, and we think that this year is going to be around 300,000, 400,000, and ready with not so many losses. We operatively, the building itself was positive from July, so it was kind of a bit positive from July, the building, but because Circles is a more structure, we have a team that's trying to expand and to do more marketing and also membership acquisition, etc. So we are not a bit positive, but the building it is, and now the plan is to open new buildings that we know that could become a bit positive very, very soon, like second, third month. So the more buildings we have, the more structure we'll be also be able to have, and we believe that in 2024 it's going to already be a positive year for us with several buildings around the world. Every time we grow, we need to invest 150,000 to 200,000 euros per building to prepare it and for decoration and beds and tables and everything, because we are an asset light, we don't buy the buildings. So that's how we're going to be growing.
They arrive, we give them, as Enric said, a soft landing. So we arrive and they can start working, and they also find a community, people living here that they've been for 1 month or more, or sometimes they just arrived the week before. But every time someone arrives, the community gets excited to know someone, so they prepare dinner, these things. And also we offer different events. The space has co-working, gym, social club, and a terrace, like common areas. And then we offer them different events during the month, to like round tables, workshops, or just even like drinks, so they can connect to other people in the city. And then we offer them also, there's like a process from the day they arrive till the day they leave. We take care of them in a way that we interview them to promote their business and their projects. And we post things on our channels, Instagram, social media, wherever, to help them. And then we tell them that what can we help you, and then we can meet other people in the house, so they can be connected in the areas that they need or they want.
Yeah, because that's some of the things we're doing. We're also planning to have like bikes and scooters and motorbikes for rental and other stuff, and even more things like that. But the key for us, as Natalia was saying, is how can we have them? So we organize things that is gonna help them grow their businesses and be successful. Mainly, they'll start doing that by themselves, meeting our people. But our aim is to be able to have them. And the more that they are happy within the community, the better. Also, as this is not only when they join as membership, they become members. And for us, there is a yearly membership or a lifetime membership. and they will have access to tools that we provide them as entrepreneurs, tools that will help them run their own, for example, metaverse. We have a metaverse that they can all join, and they can have their own rooms in the metaverse for their own meetings, private, etc. Or when we organize these things that Natalia was saying, the masterclass, the workshop, and the members can attend these meetings online, even if they are not staying with us. Because that way we're building a community that is not only the people that is at that moment staying with us and that we're working, but that they can be in contact. We have a Discord where they can get in contact with one another, and this way the community is giving value to each other. And when we open new buildings, also it's easier that they come to these new buildings and they keep meeting. I remember you from 2 years ago in that other city. So we have this personal connection. They share these lifetime moments, we say, but then they can continue to be in contact online and with the tools that we think can help them grow their business bigger, and of course promoting them, which is the key of what we're trying to do here, promote our entrepreneurs.
I mean, we are from Barcelona, so we are right here to find a place for us, our family, and then we found also a house, and then another house that was like perfect for the business, and then I mean, it was easy. I mean, doing things at home is easy, and also Barcelona is a great city to do it because it has all the things that these remote workers or entrepreneurs looks for when they look for a place, like good weather, nice food. The spot where we are is in a natural park, like 20 minutes from the city center by public transportation. So it was perfect. So it was like it was everything, all the things that we wanted at the same time. So we couldn't say no. But it's a super great beginning. It's going to be a challenge for other destinations, but at least we know that unique places to people, so our challenge now is to find like a nice house, but maybe it doesn't have nice views, it has to be another thing. Or if it has nice views, doesn't have to, it's like a plain house, it's not going to work for us.
Yeah, I think the key is something that is really inspirational. At the end, people here come to work hard, but also to have fun, to grow their businesses. We want places that inspire them, that are well connected. And in the future, we might get some more remote places or like rural places. But right now, it's going to be around cities, but cities that make sense for entrepreneurs, of course. And then also places, buildings or houses that really inspire them to work and share and be part of it. We do have a crowdfunding campaign. The reason for that is because our aim is that this project we're doing becomes kind of a movement where entrepreneurs and investors can join and help make this bigger thing, because it makes a lot of sense to have entrepreneurs getting together, and those that are traveling. As I said some years ago, nothing like that existed, and I was traveling and I was alone. I know plenty of other entrepreneurs that have the same situation. They are joining us, they're investing. We did the crowdfunding so that the people, also the members that are coming here, and they love here. We have super good reviews. They can also be investors and be co-owners. So at the end, we want this co-ownership. We're co-living, working, it's a community, and we thought, it would be great that people feel it's their own project too. Because everyone that's coming right now is helping us make this bigger. Why can't they profit from the growth of this? Once this becomes bigger and bigger, the valuation will be higher, and it's great that our community profits from that. So this is the reason we did the crowdfunding. It's going really well. We're actually overfunded. There's a few days left, but there will be more opportunities in the future. We think that this way we allow our members to be, as we say, owners, and we believe also it makes them be more part of it, help us make it bigger, spread the word, help us find communications, etc. So that's the reason we're doing this crowdfunding. Try to make it a bigger movement.
there's a step that is obvious, that to grow and open new houses. But for me, I mean, Enric was the leader, but we launched this house this past year. But we want to learn the needs of our members better. So we are learning a lot on this first house. And we're creating some processes, that they are teaching us how to treat them, how to potential them, how to understand this way of living and this movement to make it super easy for them. So we started in a way, but we're continuing in another way that we didn't expect at some point. But the clue would be like to have the perfect way to have them in the house,
Yeah, we're learning from the feedback of our members. It's so nice because they get really involved. A lot of them feel that it's a perfect place for them when they travel to other cities, that they would like to be there. So we get their help on improving, and we get their investment. So, but the key, as Natalia is saying, we learn how to do things better and we grow. And growing, it's a challenge. We need money for that, and we need also to find the right place, which is not that easy. It's becoming a big challenge because we want special places. We are asset light, so we're not buying the buildings. We are or renting or having an agreement with the owner of the building that we will manage the building and pay part of the income that we have to them. So it's kind of a local partner to us, so that we are very aligned in that the building becomes the best place for these entrepreneurs. No? But finding these places and finding owners that understand the concept. Now, every time it's a bit easier because we're starting to get a bit more known by people, and we are starting to get a bigger company. But you can imagine at the beginning, with an owner was like, oh, no, I don't want this to become a party place or whatever, which is not at all. No? We are looking for entrepreneurs, for investors, for nomadic entrepreneurial people that want to be in a place that, of course, they have fun, but basically they want to work and get inspiration from others. And people are starting to understand that. So I think that it will be easier to find buildings from now on, because the idea and the concept is better explained. But if anyone who is listening to this interview knows of a place that they think would be ideal for Circles, let us know, because we're really interested.